What's good, everybody? How are you guys all doing today? How are you guys all doing today? It was a fun past 24 hours, was it not? I think it's still, I think the ride's still going too, guys. We're going to talk about a bunch of things. Let me, before I get into everything, do my little spill like I always do, guys. My name is Tank. This is the IBC Gang YouTube channel. In this channel, we talk about everything that's happening in the traditional markets as well as our crypto space, specifically the Cosmos ecosystem, because obviously we're cosmonauts through and through. We love the Cosmos ecosystem. We're going to be talking about everything. But before I do, if you guys would do me a huge favor, help me grow here on YouTube. It's the bear market, so it's really hard lately. I would appreciate your guys' support. If you would really quickly go out and retweet this tweet right here. Let me go back to it really quickly. Excuse me. I don't know why I never have this prepared. I never have this prepared, and I should. Absolutely should, because I do this every single time. But if you guys would, if you guys have social media, Twitter especially, if you guys would retweet this for me, let everybody know in the Cosmos ecosystem that we're live right now, that we're talking about everything that's happening in the markets. Hopefully by them actually coming back and seeing what's happening on our stream, the more exposure the Cosmos ecosystem gets, the more exposure your bag gets. And like, that's pretty much a win-win for everybody. So if you guys would, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, share that little tweet. Let's go ahead and jump on into things. Excuse me, I keep doing this because like it's disgusting, TMI, but I feel like I have like this nose hair that's like just tickling my nose, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if it's a booger or I need to blow my nose or whatever it is, but I'm just like, I promise you, it's not the cocaine. It's not. Before we jump on into the charts though, let me do like I always do. Triple Moon, what's up? Matt Miller, Striker. Name dot, I love it. Sunrise Irony, what's up, my friend? Peck, Skills 45, what's going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? Real word skills 45. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into it right now. We went over pretty much the Bitcoin chart last night in a kind of like a chill stream, although it was kind of crazy because you guys got to see firsthand like my crazy children and my wife yelling at them and all this other stuff. So I apologize with that. I just thought it would be a little different and nice to kind of come at you guys at a little different angle. What's up, Med? What's up, Benjamin? But I shared with you guys yesterday in last night's stream, kind of what I was looking at as far as the Bitcoin price right now and the Bitcoin chart. And pretty much nothing's really changed, which is really cool, but at the same time, very boring, right? Again, just for reference, we're on the daily time frame. We're looking at Bitcoin's chart using Market Cipher as our primary oscillator and indicator tool of choice. As you guys can see right here on Market Cipher A, if you guys have been watching my channel, I'll try to cut to it because I know a lot of you guys have already heard this like a million times. We came all the way down here to the 200 SMA strategy. This line or this place on the chart is the same place that I've been sharing with people for like months now. But right now we are just above it, which is a great thing. I told you guys using this 200 SMA strategy that this is a good place to maybe consider start DCAing with your capital. I'm not going to get into all of that, but if you guys were listening, you guys are in a great position. And you guys are also in a position to maybe consider taking profits with this little pump up. Now, I do think in the short, immediate term future, and what I mean by that is over the next week or two, we will definitely, maybe even the next day or two, we're going to definitely see ourselves come back down here and test this line, which is our 200 SMA strategy. Now that line leads us all the way down to $30,600-ish dollars. Right now we're just above it at 31.4. Actually, we've been hovering between 31.4 and 31.8 for like the past couple of hours, to be honest. And it's like I said, kind of boring, but also like really good at the same time. What's up, Blue? What's up, B? Cryptonaut, what's going on, guys? Sorry, I'm trying to keep up a chat. Solo doing, guys. Solo doing. And I still think I still have this, it's crazy itch. It's bugging me to death. I should like just excuse myself and like turn around and pick my nose or something like that. Too much information. Just being real with you guys. What's up, Grits? So I do think like if you're in profits, if you were able to DCA, do your first little filler buy here, not financial advice, but maybe consider, taking profits on that position that you took. I admit, and I told you guys last night, I did. Not the whole thing because, it's a DCA position. But, I changed my strategy as the market moves, which I really do suggest that you guys do as well. It's kind of crazy to think like, I'm just going to buy here and hold no matter what happens. Even if the market's coming back down, I'm just going to hold it when you're in profits, and you could definitely like protect yourself and resell. There's a couple of reasons why I did resell. Not all of it, because, you know, some of it went to my long-term holding bags for Bitcoin. I'm always trying to accumulate Bitcoin on certain levels. Well, and I kind of went into this last night, and I'll briefly touch into it because I don't think I do this enough on this channel. Kind of give you guys why I do what I do and not just like levels on the charts. What I was looking for, like, first and foremost, with every pump, there's a dump, right? Or retracement. I hate using the word dump, but with every pump, there's a dump. There is always a back test, retracement, something like that. There's always going to be that, and in reverse as well, and vice versa. And so as we pumped, we had this really nice God candle. You want to call it a God candle. We had a really nice God candle right here. You know, from this previous low, not our like ultimate low here during the UST crash, but from our recent low right here, which was on the 26th. Actually, let's take a measuring stick. Let's take our measuring stick and pretty much measure this. So from here, right around 27,987 to where we rallied up to. We were up 15.82% in 5 days, in 5 bars. That's, you know, if you don't take profits on a double-digit percent rise, like, you're insane, especially if you're leverage trading, guys. Like, again, I can't give you guys financial advice, but I mean, I can give you guys suggestions, and taking profits is always, like, actively taking profits is a strong suggestion from your friend here. Be one of those people that are actively always taking profits, no matter if it's your leverage trading bag or if it's your, like this, a DCA position into your long-term bag. Like, be actively taking profits. That is 99% of the time the problem with everybody in the crypto space, is they don't take profits enough. That's always the case. Ask anybody that's seen their portfolio go up and back down. I wish I took more profits. It's always the case. So it's easier said than done, but be an active profit taker. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Maybe not your full thing. Maybe not, you know, whatever the position you got into, take, like, if you see the trend fully reversing or whatnot, like, maybe, you know, depending on how it's going, maybe divvy it up 50-50, maybe 75-25, you know, maybe all the way in reverse. Maybe you do 25-75, you hold 25 and sell 75, because, you know, like, oh, you never know, right? And ultimately, that's what I did. Actually, I did that with this recent buy here. Now, do I think that, you know, we might hold up here? Yeah, definitely. Do I think I might not get this low level again, and maybe I just kind of shot myself in the foot? Maybe, but I don't know. And that's kind of what I'm stressing to you guys. Nobody knows. I can tell you all these things all day long. I kind of sound like I'm always doing 90-90 boo-boo with my 200 SMA strategy, but I don't know. Nobody knows. It's all averages, and, you know, the market's alive, so it could turn on you at any given moment. Make sure that you're always in that position to win in your portfolio. You know, there's only ever 3 things, and I used to say this a lot more than I do now, but the market could either go sideways, it could pump, or it could dump. If you're prepared for all 3 things at any given time, you're going to last really, really long, and you're probably going to be in profits over the long term with your portfolio. So, you know, be an active, again, just to stress that again, be an active profit taker. Please be a profit taker. What's up, Opa? What's up, Def? Wait. What's up, IBC Mafia? Moist. I saw the word moist. But yeah, guys, I really do. Everybody here, I'm so thankful for having you guys here today. We're going to get into some juicy stuff, some really juicy stuff. Forgive me if the excitement level in my tone of voice isn't there either. I'm trying to, and I've been trying to over the past 24 hours, really methodically and be calculated with what I'm going to be saying later on as well, because this is a very serious stream today. But I kind of want to do things a little bit different anyway, and give you guys a little bit more food for thought on the charts of what I do when I do what I do and how I present it. That was kind of tongue-tie. But yeah, so, like, anyway, again, I'm going to say it one last time. Be an active profit taker. With every pump, there is a retracement. And I do think that we should, and it'd be more ideally in my mind if we did come back down to here and retest this level right here and see if it holds up as support, and we kind of just range again back. You know, it doesn't have to be a V-shaped recovery, but it could be kind of like a slow, steady, so long as we stay on the upper side of this line, that would be ultimately really, really good. That'd be like a very good thing for us. We could even thread it. We could even come down. I say this all the time. We could thread the line here and still be ultimately fine, but we definitely don't want to come back down here and stay in the low section again like we were just previously. Like that is ultimately what we really don't want to do. We don't want to come back here and go back into the same position that we were previously coming from. We want to kind of put that in the rearview mirror as far as price action goes and set the tone that we're trying to change the trend a little bit. So that's what I'm kind of waiting for right now, guys. I'm waiting to see if, and I do think more than likely we will come back down to here, which is again, just around $30,600. I think that's a really good position to be in over this remaining week. And even if we do that, we'll probably close on the weekly, we'll change that trend as well. We'll close the weekly candle in the green, which, if again, we just need to stay above this line here. Ultimately, don't close below down here, but like it'd be nicer if we just stay above here and don't go back down there. So if we just stay again above here, retest this section on the charts, even maybe we even thread below it with momentum or whatnot, and kind of just be on our way, that would be ultimately really, really bullish. Now, why do I think that that's more than likely going to happen? You might ask. Well, we just resetted the month for options. We just resetted the week. We've resetted everything basically. Well, not necessarily the week, but we resetted everything as far as option traders go. So like the option traders with the volatility, and I say this a couple of times, but I won't go into it in detail too much right now. But they're there on the weekly. They're there on the monthly as well. Last month, they did what they had to do to meet their bearish option, trades. And now we're just kind of getting a fresh restart. And that might be why we're seeing such a great, rally. Some might say like, oh, we were in like this downtrend with, so many weekly candles closing in the red. It was over. Like, no, that's like just because we close candles, in the red on the daily or weekly for amount of time, like it does not mean we're due or owed anything at all from the market. Like get that out of your mind at all. Like all those other YouTube influencers, I'm not an influencer, but I'm a realist. Please call me a realist. But like the market don't owe us anything, guys, at all at any given time. Just because like it's averages and stuff like that. You could say like it's like going to Vegas and playing roulette and going, well, it's hit black, 9 times now. It's due for red. We're due for red. You're gambling. That's literally what gambling is called. And no, it could definitely hit black again a couple more times. Like for sure, it could definitely do that. It is all odds and stuff like that. But please get that out of your head that the market owes you a positive candle. It definitely does not. It definitely does not. That's why it goes back to being an active profit taker as well. Like be a killer when it comes to taking profits. Like you should be known that you take way more profits than you hold things, right? Like that's what you should be known for, period, as an investor. Like, oh, hey Tank, like how was your last year? It was great because I took profits the whole time. How was your year before that? It was great because I took profits. I didn't realize a lot, but like, I was active enough to where, yeah, it was great. Like, I'm playing with house money right now. It's all good. But anyway, guys, what's up, Chavo? I'm not, I'm kind of beating a dead horse right now. PETA, don't come after me. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now for Bitcoin, guys. And we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good right now. Let's go quickly from the daily to the 4 hour right here. From the daily to the 4 hour right here. 4 hour, not looking all too bad. We're pinching between the two SMAs on the 4 hour right now. If we go to the 24 minute, what's the 24 minute showing us? We're coming back down. We kind of got exhausted there on the momentum waves. Looks, so long as we don't dip back down 30,500, 30,600, like, this is all par for the course. Like, it looks good. I'm expecting it to come back down. So again, just be on the lookout for that, guys. Now, that doesn't mean that we absolutely need to do that. We could definitely just glare at it and kind of like we're doing right now and just be like, okay, bye, and kind of just do that on the upside. That would be great too, right? But like a back test would be more ideal for the long-term sustainability of price action to the upside. Like if we really want to sustain ourselves and maintain ourselves in a positive, I don't want to say bullish, but in a positive stance, like that's what we need to do. Let me see if there's any questions. What's up, B? Hey, B, you off work? You want to join me in Discord? We're going to have a chat. And some of the OGs as well, too, guys. You guys are always welcomed as well in a little bit. But please remember, we're on YouTube. Be mindful of that. No crazy stuff, because even though I like you, I'll have to boot you real quick. But yeah, just saying. Just let me know. And then I could jump back in there. Let's go on into let's go on into, because I don't see any questions. Quick question. There we go. I see one. Are you in Bluezil, BLZ, bringing Cosmos to ETH and DOT? I am not yet. I'm not just yet. There is, I'm not prepared for it on this stream because I'm more prepared for a different conversation, to be honest with you. But there are quite a number, not like a bunch, but there's a number of other things actually happening between Polkadot and Cosmos, and obviously like Ethereum and Bitcoin and stuff like that. Like recently, we've been seeing a lot of bridges, via all these other new arms in our ecosystem. You want to, whatever you want to call it. We have SifChain with their Peggy. We have Diffusion now. We have Evmos. We have all these other. Alexar, I can never say it, XR, whatever it is. Namek is still working on Bitcoin and stuff like that. I'm super bullish on Polkadot and Cosmos, though, eventually being a thing, like full-fledged being a thing. I don't really front run things just yet on that front, because, there's still a couple things and variables that you need to take account. But that's a good question. Like, I should actually tomorrow or something like that, if we don't actually have our guest, I should kind of bring up a few things that are actually happening between the Polkadot ecosystem and Cosmos, and all these other bridges and whatnot. I think that would be a really good conversation. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time, and people can vouch for me here. I've always known that eventually Polkadot and Cosmos was going to link up. Like, you can't take the two biggest interoperability projects that are out there, that have been out there working on that goal, not linking up. Like, that would just be kind of hypocritical, right? Like, interoperability, but we're not going to link up with the other interoperable, play. It's just, I'm super looking forward to that. Please look into BL. Yeah, I will definitely look into, again, I'm not prepared, fully transparent. I'm not prepared. What's good, DPR? What is good? Blue. One of these days, you're just going to quit work, right? When is all my friends going to quit work and just be able to be with me? Be with me forever. I get it. But yeah, I definitely would. I definitely will. I mean, I'm been very, very anxious and impatient when it comes to that topic between Polkadot and Cosmos finally being a thing. Let's move on into Ethereum real quickly, guys. Ethereum come back down 1923 with every pump. There is a dump, right? Again, 200 SMA strategy, same strategy that I've been sharing with you guys on the Bitcoin chart. Again, if I didn't explain that, you guys are new here. Just basically what I've been trying to say to everybody is, again, I'm not going to go back to Bitcoin, but on the 200 SMA, which is this yellow line right here, I've been basically measuring price action when the SMA doesn't hold up price action as support and we dip down. Kind of like, you can't see it, kind of like we did right here, right? Like when the price action dips below the 200 SMA for about 20 days or more, it's because it has to be an actual substantial move down below the 200 SMA for some time for it to actually count. What I've done is I've gone back and I measured it. I measured all of them as much as I possibly can. So on average, it was telling me, and what I've been telling everybody, 48.88% on Ethereum's chart was like a realistic average based on previous price action that it happened that way in the past. So again, look where we are right now. If you were DCAing just like on Bitcoin's chart, you would have got in on a great position possibly. And then again, like I said, be an active profit taker, and none of this would have really mattered at all. Like, you just be like, par for the course. It's just another day in crypto. But as you guys can see, we pumped up really, really well. And now we're coming back down to back test. It's going to be pretty much similar to Bitcoin's chart. Like, we're coming back down here. And I think that's like perfectly fine. We need to do that. After setting such a bullish candle, we need to come back down and test that level in the short, immediate term to see if it holds up as support, and maybe just kind of range and do something like that. So long as we stay on the upper part of that line, that'd be the most bullish thing. Like, we cannot dip down below here and stay on the bottom section of it, just like Bitcoin. That would be absolutely what we don't want. And one of the other things that, I really liked what I saw over the past couple of days for Ethereum is, like, I don't know if you guys know anything about like engulfing candles. It could happen to the upside or downside. But one of the things that I really, really liked with Bitcoin and Ethereum, again, I'm not going to go too much into it right here, but with Bitcoin's chart, we had this huge pump, right? But we didn't have like an engulfing candle like we saw right here, where it did it backwards and forward like a couple of times, right? Like, we had a big, big pump and then the next one engulfed it. entire, like actually this is a great example. So I said I wasn't gonna go back to Bitcoin, but I have to kind of go back to Bitcoin to show you guys this. Let me zoom in real quickly and show you guys what I'm talking about. So one of the things that I've been watching right now is just the candles, right? The length and the measurements of these candles. Like we had a really good pump right here back on the 15th of May. And as you can see, like a lot of things were pretty much equal here, right? Bodies of the candles, the tippy tops of them lined up perfectly. We closed it there. And then right when we closed it, immediately what happened is we started making the downward momentum here. And as you guys can see, this candle, this body of this red candle surpassed the bottom of this green candle. So it engulfed the body of the candle, which is the vast majority of the price action into account in that candle. And even with the wick starting or stopping here, or I guess starting in the previous candle, but you know, it went past that as well. So it's kind of what I'm talking about with engulfing candles. This is obviously to the downside here. We had a pump, and then this candle showed us immediately that I got it rejected. So it was kind of like, once you get this, you could kind of know that the momentum is going to go back down to the downside. And what happened? We went to the downside. Same thing here, right? So we got rejected here. Boom. We had another one. And then what happened? You see the bottoms of the candle, the butts of the candles right here, pretty much equal, right? And then we tried to pump back up. But what happened here? If you zoom in, you can see what I'm talking about. Let me make it a little bit clearer for you guys. You can see what I'm talking about. It's kind of crazy. You have to be really, really anal about your charting. I don't know why I'm doing this butt reference, anal, all this other stuff. It's just coming out that way. You know, it doesn't matter. It's kind of funny. Anyway, hey, YouTube, it's funny. Stop. Get off your high horse. So like, in all things, again, this is just in reverse, right? Like this candle tried to engulf the previous selling candle, but if you see, the body of the candle never really got to the top of the red candle right here. And also the wick, the price action didn't even wick past the previous wick. So again, kind of would have known just by seeing that, if you were actively looking at the charts, that more than likely the next candle was going to be a red candle. And lo and behold, what happened? Another red candle. So like, just one of the ways to kind of go about watching the chart when you guys are watching the chart actively. Again, you guys can do this on other time frames as well, but the lower you go, the little trickier it gets. But this is a really easy way, especially on the daily, to kind of like get a good pulse on what's happening with the momentum of the charts and the price action for that chart. Again, this is Bitcoins. And so that's what I was kind of watching. To wrap it all back into the point of why I'm ranting about this, guys, is one thing that I really liked is we really didn't have that happen right here again, right? Like we had this candle and the next candle right next, just, it didn't even come close to doing any of that. So like maybe, and this would be ideal. Again, I don't know for certain, but maybe we pump up, we come back down, normally test this back level of which was once resistance right here on the charts. And now we see if it holds up as support. Now we have a better chance just based on the way that the candles are structured. So just kind of letting you guys know, like, kind of expecting that, but who knows? It's kind of 50-50 right now. If this candle fully engulfs this previous one, like that's no good. That is definitely no good. So just be patient, guys. Like I said, hopefully you guys just heard me. You guys got into an active profit taking position before this past $400 drop in the price. But if you guys bought down here, again, consider it. Not financial advice. But yeah, so going back to my point, I just went back to the Bitcoin chart. I know I'm rambling a little bit, guys, but hopefully this is beneficial. If you go back to the Ethereum chart, kind of the same thing, right? Didn't have an engulfing candle here. And now we're just kind of normally back testing previous support right here. And we're seeing if it holds up. Now, if it doesn't, no bueno. That's not good. But just be patient, guys. Just be patient. Yeah, sorry. Kind of ranted. Does that make any sense? Guys? Do I need to go into Discord? Are you guys there? Hold on. Yeah, I'll jump into Discord right now. Does that make any sense though for you guys? Hopefully it does. Let's go on into Atom though. $10, just trading just above our double. Like, come on. Just please stay above that. I hate seeing Atom, our favorite love child, below a double-digit price point. I hate it. Oh man. But kind of same thing right now. Okay, guys. I'm just going to share with you guys some of the things that I have on the chart for Atom. Again, guys, if you guys want me to go back about Bitcoin and have any other questions, please let me know. But these are the fib lines that I have. I've shared so many times about how I got here. The golden pocket is what we wicked down to. That would be the most bullish buy that you could have got recently. I think that was like that was while I was on vacation on the UST dump. That's at the 618, which is right around $8.05. If you had to have limit orders on some exchanges, and maybe even some of those other exchanges didn't even get you there. But if you had it just above some of these fib lines, which is smart, just above and just below, because everybody just goes directly on a fib, and it's like, why? That's where everybody's looking at. Go a little bit above, a little bit below. A couple percentages doesn't hurt, or even % doesn't really hurt. But if you guys can see, same thing, we got rejected right here on the 0.5, which was previous support right here, previous resistance, kind of normal for us to get rejected right there on the 0.5. And right now we're just coming right back down to retest the lows. Hopefully, if we can hold above, because I don't have an SMA right here to share with you guys as well. But like if we can hold above, I'm just gonna say right here on the charts, which is right $9.08. That would be super, super bullish, to be honest with you, for Atom. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but like honestly, that would be super bullish for Atom. We could come back here, retest that. If it holds up as support, then we're just going to probably ping pong more than likely, like based on statistics and averages. We'll probably just ping pong between there, depending if the market structure doesn't like totally collapse on us. Again, please remember, we do have the Fed meeting coming up soon. If they hit us with another equal or more basis rate hike, like that could send us back down into this golden pocket right here. But if things just kind of settle off, we'll probably more than likely range. But if we do come down again, guys, I'm gonna take a little bit of a feeler buy right there in between the 0.65 and the 0.618, probably somewhere in between, right in the middle and right below it. Just because, like I said, it's always good to be above and below fib lines, even on the golden pocket. Like even like. You don't know where the bottom or the top is going to be. You don't know when the momentum is going to stop either. So you might as well catch it throughout the whole section, right? And then again, if it goes down below that, I've said this so many times, guys, the 0.786, which is $4.14, I will be a buyer for sure. And then if it gives me, if it's insane, if you guys are insane to let go of all of your atoms, sell it like crazy people, I will buy it from you. And thank you. Every day leading up into the next bull run, I will literally thank you for selling it to me at such a discounted price. Even between the 786 and then all the way down to the 1, like I will literally direct message, even if it's a bot, direct message you guys each and every day if I know that you sold it to me at a discount, because I think that's just absolutely ludicrous. That's insane. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, that's my every morning, Chris. It's my every morning. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions about Atom. Let me know at all. If you guys, again, active profit taking, you guys would be in a great position. I did this. I speak about active profit taking. You guys got to remember, I have like different bags for different things. I have what I show you on streams. I have like my long-term bags that are in cold storage when I buy things. I have my trading, my 10K portfolio, all this. Like I have different bags for different things, short-term, long-term. On my short-term buy, I took profits is what I'm trying to get at for everything that I just showed you guys. I took profits on my ETH buy, I took profits on my BTC buy, I took profits on my Atom buy, even though I love Atom. Like that's just my play, right? Like that's my short-term trading play. But yeah, and now we're just par for the course again. Let's just do it all over again. Whip-diddy-doo-dah. One rate hike, Max says, at a time, Rome didn't fall in one day, expecting much after FOMC. What do you mean by expecting much? Like expecting much more downside, or like, what do you mean by that? Because I agree with you, by the way, like, you got to be, like I always say, be patient. You got to be patient. Rome was not built or destroyed. Well, it was destroyed pretty quickly, but it was not built in a day for sure. It did fall pretty fast though. So I don't know, like if you think about that in comparison, it did fall really fast compared to how long it took to be built. So, let's go into a couple other things, guys. Let's go into secret. And by the way, guys, I don't say this enough. Please do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe. It's a bear market. It's really, really hard to grow, especially organically, the right way, like I'm trying to do here in our ecosystem on YouTube. So it really would be appreciated by me if you guys could do me that favor. Cost you nothing. Cost you absolutely nothing. But you should feel like a good person if you do. I would feel like you're a good person. You should feel like a good person. We should all feel like you're a good person. Let's go ahead and look at Secret right now. Secrets, again, my white lines are my short-term bags, kind of like playing around with those things. And then regular fibs are like my longer-term bags. But as you guys can see here, we're coming back down here, retesting, where I took profits. Hey, you can't get at me. I took profits. And right now we're kind of doing the same thing, as all the other ones that we just went over. Atom, Ethereum, Bitcoin, we're just coming back and retesting previous resistance and previous support. So kind of just being patient, guys. And then again, if it gives me that opportunity to do all of this again for secret, I'm going to short-term plays again. I'm just going to read off the short-term plays and then a long-term plays right after that. Short-term is going to be $1.61. First filler buy, the next filler buy, $1.31. The next one after that, serious buy, is going to be $1.04. And then if you're crazy enough to give me secret at 62 cents, like you best believe that's going to be kind of a crazy lunatic short-term play, but I'll be doing that for sure. If on my long-term bags, you give me the 382, I love the 382. That's right around $1.50. The 5, I'll probably admittingly go just below the 5. Which is $1.22, somewhere around here that I'm showing you on the charts right now. And then if we go below the golden pocket, or basically I'll be buying up the range of the golden pocket between 94, like basically $1 and like 80 cents. So I'll just buy this whole range right here for my third buy. Just kind of splitting it up or whatnot. And then of course, like if it gives me between that 786, if we get down here, the momentum obviously could bring us down to here. So I'll probably be patient and buy between this range as well, between maybe probably the high side of the 786, because I really don't think that anybody's going to sell secret all the way down to, to the 1. I just don't think that's going to happen. Brent says, Sunrise Binary says, hey, Tank, I have a question. If you don't mind, what is your view on Rowan? Oh, y'all saw Cryptocito's stream? Did you guys watch that yesterday? Did you guys all feel the same way that I felt like after watching that? Keeping SIF chain pools or unbond and do something else. So I unbonded. I just recently unbonded. Matter of fact, I think I unbonded yesterday in my pool that I was in. But you guys got to understand, the pool that I was in, I was house money that I already made in the past with SIF chain when PTMP or whatever was doing well on the upside. But PMT, whatever the acronym is, does not work in a down market. It does not work. The pools are not weighted at all, and like you're just getting smashed by impermanent loss, especially in the, usually you're kind of more protected with anyway, I don't want to get it, but especially in the USDC side, like getting smashed. Like I remember, I think I put in like $2,000 or something like that. And like, granted, yes, I got a whole bunch of SIF, which was great. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of SIF chain. But if you guys look at the chart on that, like, great, I got a whole bunch of like more or less valued SIF chain. But at the same time, like my USDC got depleted drastically. I think I got left with like $250 or like $300 into comparison to what I put in and stuff like that, which is like, it's fine because again, I don't like, it's kind of, SIF chain is kind of like my long-term weirdest degen play kind of thing. Like there's a lot of issues that they have right now. I was hoping they fix. I'm pretty sure they were hoping they're fixed, and I'm not trying to fudge SIF chain or anything like that. I have, conversations with people that I really like that work with SIF chain. But they really got to figure something out. Like you really got to like figure it out. Like just, if you take your SIF or Rowan and just stake it, like you're still getting like almost 200%. So like, it's kind of better than like, what are you getting in the pools, right? Like 200 something plus percent, you're getting 200%. So like, you're losing a couple percentages for staking, but like, man, you're also not being exposed to all these other volatile things that are happening on their platform. So not financial advice, I got out and I didn't sell it. I went straight in and I staked it. And I have a large amount of SIF or Rowan. I have a large amount of Rowan, probably more than most people do. But I didn't sell any of it. I just staked it because right now, like, I don't need to put the cat out of the bag, but like I make thousands of Rowan a day just for staking it. It's like, I'm still getting a pretty good annualized return on it. So like, I'll wait, hopefully give the team the benefit of the doubt and give them a little faith, and hopefully they can fix a couple of things. But yeah, like that's what I did. Can't tell you what to do though. You got to like, I just don't think the pools right now are worth it there. I still have money on the platform, but I just don't think it's really worth it there. Gotta hate impermanent loss. Yeah, impermanent loss, but just don't make it permanent. Not financial advice, but yeah. I was good with it. You know why I was good with it? Because I was good with getting into that pool. One, on the upside, it was great, right? Like the Rowan and the USD pool, like I was like conservative degen in the DeFi and stuff like that. But I also told myself like, okay, if this doesn't work out, if the mechanism doesn't work out, the monetary policy doesn't work out, like I'm okay with getting more Rowan in this way. So if I deplete my, what was it, 1,000, like 2,000 or whatever, like in dollar value wise, like the split 50-50 that I put in there, and lose my 1,000. That's okay, because I just basically DCA'd all the way down into Civ chain by the pool, pushing it into Rowan. Like that's how I viewed it. Like, you got to think about those variables, guys, when you guys are playing DeFi. I keep doing this. I'm telling you, I think it's a nose hair that's tickling my nose. But like, so when I got into the pools, matter of fact, I think I can show you guys. I still have a little bit of money here. It's nothing crazy, so I don't mind showing you guys this. Let me go into this real quickly here. So like, when I got into the pools here, please work, by the way. I hate it when there you go. So when I got into this pool here, like I told myself, like, so if my USDC gets exposed to like severe impermanent loss with the PMTP and Ascension and all the stuff that they had going on, like I was okay, because basically what it was doing is it was giving me overvalued, inflated Rowan, right? But also kind of like DCAing for me, which again was kind of house money, so I didn't mind, but like DCAing for me, inflatingly, if that a word, into more Rowan over time. Like I was going to spend that $1,000 anyway into Rowan, honestly, in the back of my mind. So I was like, if it goes down, whatever. It's just pushing it there. And now, like I said, I have a probably, like Raul Powell said, a very overexposed portfolio when it comes to Rowan. But it's okay. It's kind of like my DGen play, right? Like I'm not, I'm not counting them out. I'm not counting them out at all. Yeah. Mitt says, am I only staking? I am only staking and compounding. Yep, me too. That's where I'm at right now. IBC Mafia says, it just never struck me as a very impressive project. There's better places to go. I don't get down with LPs personally. Always been burnt by them. Yeah, LPs are hard. Like LPs, you need to, when you're farming liquidity, you can't just think APR. Like that is the worst way to go about it. Worst way. You have to look at token structure, developments that are happening at that time. And again, what was happening with the monetary policy that they were implementing on there, and with Ascension and all these things that they were trying. And they admitted many times, like, they're going to try something new, right? I was like, oh, screw it. Like, I'm okay with giving it. Here's the thing that I'm bullish on with Civ Chain. Peggy version 2. That's the only thing right now that's really, and I'm just being honest, Civ Chain, like, you tell me differently. But like, or we can talk about it. Come on the stream. Like, I love to talk to you guys about it. But I like that. We got to fix like the validator issues, the token structure stuff that's happening, and use case and functionality that it has. There's a lot of things they got to fix, but like, I'm cool with Peggy. So, yeah. Let me move on. So we talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Atom, Secret. I guess we can go into Juno. Juno right now on this chart, it's not my favorite chart, but it's on TradingView, so I like to use it. $5.73. Not the best chart, admittingly, to be on. But guys, like, we're retesting right now, trying to see if we can stay on this upward support line. Like, in all honesty, on the daily, we've bricked below it quite well. I'm waiting for some key levels to buy more Juno if it gives me that opportunity. I'll be honest, I'm not going to buy more until it dips down below $4. If it gives me $4, I will be definitely buying right here on the 382. I've said this so many times. Don't think that it can't happen either. I'm super bullish, super bullish. Probably, again, very much overexposed to Juno, and maybe admittingly a little bit too bullish for Juno. But I can be that way because I've already taken my initial profits. So this is like, I don't say house money because it's money, but like, yeah, maybe, and I'll admit that maybe I'm a little bit more, but permissionless smart contract, I can't get any more bullish on anything else. Like I really can't. Like, permissionless smart contract, come on now. So I'm going to buy the 382, not financial advice to you guys, but that's just under $4. That's $3.98 here on the chart. So that's right here. I'll buy that right there. I'm going to buy kind of a little bit, below the 0.5. Which can, if we get that, that's $3.39, somewhere around there. I'm going to buy kind of like in between the 618 all the way down, kind of just below the 6.5, the 6.5, which is $2.75 all the way to about $3 ish. So I'll be buying right when it hits $3 all the way down to about $2.75. And then for my last banger buy, I will definitely buy from the 786 all the way to, I don't think we'll get the one. I just don't think we'll get the one. Excuse me, but I'm going to buy like a super enough to be considered two whales. Like I said before that I will be a whale, but I'm not joking with you guys. I'm going to be a double, maybe triple a whale, in the regards to what we consider whales here, right? By the way, what do you guys consider a Juno whale? Do you guys still consider it like 50,000 Juno? Would that be considered a whale, or what do you guys consider a whale? Yeah. But yeah, you guys let me know. Let me know. Are you guys still bullish on Juno? You guys still compounding? You guys still staking? But yeah, that's what I got going on right now for Juno. Let's go into Osmosis, $1.35. Osmosis, I don't want to say they're different than some other things, but they got hit so hard, so unfortunately hard with what happened with UST and whatnot, and among a few other things. But like again, I'm gonna just show you guys short term here on the daily, right? This might not make sense to you guys, but it makes all the sense of the world to me. Again, I don't know it all, but I'm just letting you guys know right now, I'm always in profits. Right now on the daily, we're still seeing a green candle. Hopefully all we're going to do is print like a smash doji candle there and just be on our way here. We're fighting to stay above or right around the 382 right here on the fib line. You guys know I like my 382. Admittingly, I did buy a little bit when it came down to, I didn't get this because I wasn't able to get that. Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't able to get the UST. I did get this. I'm sorry. I did get this right here on the 618. Yay for me. But again, admittingly, I took profits already on my Osmosis position, my short-term position. And now I'm just waiting to do it again. I gotta say this all the time. I gotta do a video where I share with you guys how to flip $500 into $10,000 using Osmosis. Like, it can be done even in a bear market. Like it can be done. But it would take so much more time away from my regular streams. Like, I don't know if that would be something that you guys want to see or whatever. But you know, maybe I could. But you guys would have to follow me on Discord, maybe even start a Telegram. And that would just be like so much time and effort for me to always like post things. I post it when I can on Twitter, like when I make buys, but I don't post like when I sell, which I guess I should as well if I'm doing buys. But anyway, like it's something that I've been thinking about. If you guys want that, you guys can let me know. I don't want to give you guys financial advice. It would just be me sharing with you guys the possibility that, or showing you guys that it can possibly be done. And just sharing with you guys what I do when I do, as I do what I do on the platform. Look at that. I did that again. Little tongue twister. But again, guys, I'm waiting for the 0.618, the 0.65, which is the golden pocket right here. Oops. I thought I had my drawing tool on. That's what I'm waiting for right here. Then again, if it gets down below here, guys, I'm definitely going to buy the 786. I've talked to many people and I got it, like, wasn't my analogy, but I really do think as Osmosis, just like Binance. Like I compare them the same way. I could definitely see Osmosis becoming something very similar in our space in the Cosmos ecosystem and just DeFi and crypto ecosystem, in the future, just like, Binance or something on that scale. Like I really could. And if you guys have been listening to what Sunny and them have been saying and working on for the Osmo token and for Osmosis, like you guys would probably understand why I think that. Binary says they would watch that. Cool. It'd be nice. Okay. That would be nice. Okay. Well, it would be like, it would be an ongoing, it would definitely take up and change things around, because it would, in order for me to feel like I'm doing you guys is the best job I possibly could, it would have to take over a couple of other things that I do here and elsewhere, to give you guys that kind of content. But like, I think a lot of people don't really believe me when I say, like, I've done that multiple times before. Yes, it was different. There was less fees and stuff like that. But even with these small minimal fees, like, you could kill it right now, with this volatility, especially that we're in the position that we're in right now. Max says Evmos is about to smoke Juno in transactions. That's okay. That's like, and TV outlet possibly. I got some Evmos too. But like, that is, there's a lot of variables that go along with that too. But like, I'm bullish on both. To be honest with you, I'm very much bullish on both. Loving that Juno swap APR. Yeah, I'm loving it too. Very bullish on Juno, you say. Let me ask you this, Max, because you made that comparison. I didn't. I guess that wasn't really my question, but are you? I know obviously you're bullish on Evmos, but are you bullish on Juno? Still, you can still be bullish on both. That's why. Sir, take care with them alts for some time. Yeah. I know. I'm taking care of them. Staking as much higher APO. I still cannot claim. By the way, let me ask you guys something. Did they do something where, like, am I just doing it wrong? I like, after talking to a couple of friends, like, I now want to try to claim the EVM side of things. I cannot claim the EVM, the last 25. Like, I've tried to import into my Kepler into MetaMask, yada, yada, yada. I try to look up like articles about it. Have you guys noticed that they've basically taken down all of those related articles that people were sharing about how to go about doing that now? Anything that you look up now only leads you to the first 3 steps. Did they like take that? Well, that's another thing that, like, again, everyone still has a bunch of things that they need to fix. They need to work out a bunch of things, like Ledger people having issues. A lot of people can't claim the last 25. Like, how do you want me to get super bullish on things that I can't even, like, it's not even usable, seamlessly usable? Yeah, you use the EVM. Dan, do you know the secret sauce? It's driving me nuts too, Brad. I've already done a swap on diffusion. I've done it in reverse too, to be honest with you guys. I've gone using my MetaMask, and using diffusion, even some of the other ones as well. As you can see, like, I even bought me some Evos, but it does not count for me. I've even bought it, just because I thought, like, maybe there's a little trick thing. I'll buy a little bit on Osmosis and then try to, like, bring it over here and stuff like that. Nothing's working. Somebody, Opa, write an article. Opa's a great article writer, guy. Write an article for us and share it privately so nobody takes it down. Couldn't claim. Nobody can claim it. So, like, yeah, maybe it gets bullish. Maybe it does better TVL wise than Juno, but, like, until it does, come on now. I actually completed all of them, and I'm missing 1 out of 4 of the drop for. So yeah, which one? The last one. So I don't know. Like, I know some other streamers, obviously, who have connections will tell you otherwise and not tell you. Not at least they'll tell you, but they won't, like, shine a light on it, which we're going to get into that topic in just a minute. I'll pivot right now in just a minute about some of my concerns about what's happening in the Cosmos ecosystem. But hey, I still can't do it. So, like, I'm still hopeful for it. I'm still staking and taking in. But yeah, like, come on now. I do everything on Meta side, on MetaMask. You guys saw, I did it too. I still can't get it. For you guys, anyway, I'm out of Evmos now. Hope it does well though. Yeah. Def says I'm bullish on both Evmos and Juno. Same here. I'm bullish on both. It's funny, like, the tribalism that we have in the space. And I guess I'm going to use that to talk about a few things that have been going on in our ecosystem. That's not, solely our ecosystem. Every ecosystem deals with this, but obviously we're the IBC Gang YouTube channel. We're all cosmonauts here. I want to talk about a few things and get real with you guys. And this is where I'm going to invite a couple of you guys. If you guys want to talk about this in our Discord, do me a favor, go join the link down below. Join our Discord if you guys want to talk about this. If you guys come into the conversation, but please watch your mouth. I mess up every once in a while, but don't say anything crude or rude or, insensitive and stuff like that. Personally, like, I don't mind, but this is YouTube, so I'm trying to respect them. But the tribalism our thought or mindset that people have in our space is not healthy. Like, I love how people always, like, and I'm not picking on you as well. I just want to put that out there. Like, when you ask certain questions like that and they're like, Evmos is going to kill or smoke Juno, or Osmo is going to smoke this or that. Like, by now we should all be able to recognize that a lot of these blockchains, layer 1, smart contract, whatever you guys want, roll-ups, whatever, they all can have their place. I think the negative, unfortunate mindset that is to kind of be expected, and I can rationalize with it, that a lot of people have in the space is We don't care about the rest. Is we just care about the one that's going to give us the most returns. Don't care how it happens. We don't care the use case. We don't care how it was built. We don't care any of this stuff. All I care about is highest TVL, highest transactions on it, easiest fee, and like, you know, like which one is going to be like the ETH killer brand that they put on everything was very, very negative, very, very unproductive, and very, very tribalistic to have in your mind. Like, which one's going to kill ETH? Well, let's be real. I know a lot of people say this. Nothing's going to kill ETH. Like, ETH is going to be around for a long, long time. But which one is going to be able to coexist and provide a different value case in their own ecosystem is more like the question that we need to be asking. And which one is going to do that seamlessly in retrospect to others, right? So yeah, like I think I just kind of want to bring that up there and use that to pivot into a couple of other concerns that I also have that just kind of came up organically. Though I think we need to get away from, especially in our ecosystem, which is interoperability, being, you know, the backbone for our ecosystem. We're going to get, and I'm gonna put this out there for you guys to be forewarned. We're going to get everybody coming into the space. If we really believe in the Cosmos ecosystem and interoperability and IBC mechanism protocol and what it does for our space, we need to be prepared to kind of wash that out of our minds and like really be able to accept all these other protocols into our space for what they are and the value that they bring, instead of comparing them and saying this one's going to crush that one and that one's going to crush this one. Like, that doesn't have to be the narrative. We can change that narrative, and we can be a lot more productive and proactive when it comes to using a different term than some kind of like, you know, highest APR given or high, you know, whatever it is, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. Defto, just joined the Discord, brother, here to learn as much. Yeah. Let me catch up. I love Juno and Evmos. Yep. Me too, Max. One is Cosmwasm. Yeah. I love Cosmwasm. Remember to hit that like button. Thank you, Grits. Yeah, guys, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't either. Just join. I just read that. I don't know why I'm reading it again. Other is Solidity, and they both are permissionless. Yeah. See, like, I love permissionless. Give me permissionless. Oh, I love it. Max also says, I love the fact that the Cosm ecosystem now has both Cosmwasm and Solidity smart contracts on IBC. It's so bullish. Both are going to be thriving. Both are going to thrive, bringing more liquidity into the Cosmos. Like, yeah, I've said it a bunch of times too. Like, the minute we get like, Polkadot, Ethereum, and their TVL, it's just a fraction of their TVLs. We don't have to get the whole thing. We don't have to, we like to get the dream and the moon boy shot that like, we're going to get all of them and they're all going to recognize how much better it is over here. All their devs are coming. All the TVL, all the liquidity is going to just flood into the Cosmos ecosystem, which that would be great. Like, that's my moon boy shot dream too as well. But like, what we need to recognize is we're there to capture fractions of the TVL from these other ecosystems, from these devs, from these teams, from these projects and protocols and stuff like that. And if we can just capture fractions from each one of these ecosystems and vice versa, them capture, the benefits from our ecosystem as well, like that is when mainstream adoption, that is when actual interoperability is really going to kick in, and everything that we've sat around for so long on the the Atom chart and the Atom our Cosmos ecosystem is going to really start paying off for us. Again, my friend DPR said it's going to be one hell of a day when we can go back and go, I told you so. Like we will eventually, all of you cosmonauts here, have that conversation with somebody and go, I told you so. Like, it's going to take time though. It's going to take a long time. And in between all of that, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. There's going to be a lot of controversy within our ecosystem, which we're going to talk about. But again, I think it's just really something that we need to keep on remembering while we're in the space, guys. Like, we have to keep that in mind. So when we get these other protocols, these other ecosystems, all this new liquidity coming into our space, we need to really welcome them for what they are. We're going to get a bunch of poop too, like we really are, but we got to welcome them and stop this tribalism of there can only be one ring to rule them all. That's like opposite of what we are trying to do and accomplish here with Cosmos. Like Cosmos promotes interoperability, or promotes individuality, and promotes self-sovereignty, and they promote giving you the tools to build your own thing and then manage it yourself. Like, so again, we got to get that out of our head. Let me see here. Cosmos rocks. I think so too. What's up, Rocky Nate? Um, I think, honestly, I think we're all here to make return on investment. Technology is awesome, but I'm here to make that money. Yeah, and I get that. I get that as well. What's up, Fozzie? I like again, like I was saying earlier, like I can understand that importance for investors or or people coming into the space. Like, let's be honest. It's like that one meme, right? Where it was that guy wearing a bunch of gold and stuff like that, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm here for the tech." You right, like right. You're here for the volatility. That's what majority of people. That's what attracted me. In all fairness, like I'm a traditional kind of guy. Like I was in traditional finance, traditional investing, but I saw the volatility in the crypto space, and I was like, I want it. I want the chances to make those 20, 50, 100x gains in like a month. Like yeah, that's definitely obviously a thing. It's a factor. But the more and more you stick around, and the more and more you see the possibilities, the more and more you get introduced and learn the tech and actually see what is producing the volatility. I think that you can't help but get more here for the tech kind of mindset in your head, whatnot. So I don't know, like, yeah, again, I understand, but like, if we want true volatility to the upside, it starts with us switching it, or at least fake it till you make it, right? Project that out there, and be more welcoming and be more welcoming to the things coming into our ecosystem, because that's what's going to expand our total value lock. That's what's going to expand our price point. That's what's going to bring in that higher price for us, right? But if we try to shoot down everything that comes in our space, like it's kind of like cutting your nose off to spite your face, right? So like we could be here for the money, but you better learn the tech, because that's what's going to make you the money, like, right? We still need mass adoption kind of thing. So again, there's a lot of reasons why I say that stuff. I'm kind of going into a rat. That's like just my first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, what bugs me with the Cosmos ecosystem, and not just the Cosmos ecosystem, but for the crypto space, is tribalism. We need to stop that kind of stuff, guys. Like I used to do it, and I'm like, but as I'm around more and involved more, like I like to think that I've gotten away from it. But I used to, you can ask anybody that knows me, I used to dog Polkadot once I learned about Cosmos. I used to be so tribal about Cosmos, and obviously, I'm kind of still am a little biased. That's why I have the IBC Gang YouTube channel. But like, I sat back and I remember having a conversation with a few of my buddies and going, well, Polkadot's going to come to Cosmos. So like, why would I want Polkadot to fail if they have a valuable ecosystem and technology that eventually will link up and bring value to my space? So like I stopped when I, like, that was like my, like, wait a minute, aha moment. I stopped being so tribal. But yeah, so like that was my first thing that I want to talk to you guys about, in the spaces. I think we as a community will do everybody a favor in our community and your own bags when we could start being a lot more thoughtful with what we say and how we present, not only the things that we're bullish for, but the things coming into our space. So that's the first and foremost thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and ask of you guys to let's try to change that narrative, right? Let's try to do that. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about is the way that the community governs itself. And what I mean by that in particular is this unhealthy fad, I'll call it a fad, that we've been having recently in our space, where it seems like we vote yes for everything without actually being truly informed. So I guess what I'm trying to say is my second biggest gripe that I have right now is the lack of willingness to actually learn the tech. That goes back to my first point, right? Like, we can be here for the money gains, but the people that are not, like, I don't want to call them lazy investors. And please don't think I'm coming down with anybody. Like, if this rings true to you, like, I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm not coming down on you directly or personally or anything like that. But like, I'm being very, very honest. One of the things that bugs me to death is I can ask people, and I have a lot of learning still left to do as well. Always the student, right? Always the humble student is the approach that I take for myself, even at my older age. Like, I'm always trying to learn more. And I recognize that I don't know even a fraction of what I think I know. And I'm probably more likely than not going to be asking questions for the foreseeable future that seem stupid to a lot of other people. But that's in my head. I'm a student. I'm always going to be a student to the game and to what I'm, trying to learn. But anyway, to go back to my point, in order for us to again see value being put into our ecosystem, into our investments, and then to see value being put on the social side of things, we need to, as a community that is nothing like any other place right now. And where else do you get to vote on what happens on the functional side of things? Cosmos is 1000% one of the few, and I could be wrong. There might be something I might just be overthinking it, is very unique in that sense. Very unique in that sense. Where else can you literally vote on something that is going to affect the protocol level side of things, and also, obviously your bags? It's a proof of stake network where governance is highly held, has high importance and held very, very high on its pedestal. Every big thing that happens gets voted. Well, and I'm going to get into this. Not everything, which is a big reason. Another thing we're going to talk about. But the vast majority of things, we have the ability to vote on. Again, if you guys don't know, you can go here to Mint Scan, and you can use Atom Scan as well. And you can see here all of these protocols, all these IBC enabled protocols right here, our proof of stake networks that are in our ecosystem. We can vote on the direction of the platform. So you guys are all board members. You guys are all stock shareholders just for staking and holding. Hopefully you're staking some of these. You don't have to stake all of them, obviously, but hopefully you're definitely doing it for Atom and whatnot. But you get to have a say. Just like, if you live in the West, you live in the United States, you live in, the UK, things like that. Again, not trying to get political either. A lot of that stuff is going crazy too. But your vote matters. But the problem that we have outside of crypto and in is a lot of people aren't actually educating themselves about what the heck is going on or what's being presented to them. I'm getting really sick and tired of this vote for yes everything culture that we have right now. It's very negative and it's not beneficial at all to a slew of these protocols right now that we're looking at on this Mint Scan. It's not. Learn what the heck you're voting on and why you're voting on or taking a position. Don't just go from your favorite YouTuber, me included, or the favorite person on crypto Twitter, or your favorite dev or key figure in this space. I promise you they have their own motives and viewpoints and reasons on why they're telling you, how they think, just like I do. I'll tell you, I'll be very honest with you. I try to be as unbiased as I possibly can. I'm here for the people, and I make these videos for the people in our community, in our ecosystem, at a loss. It'll always be at a loss, probably, and I'm okay with that. I'm an investor through my own right, self-made. I'm just being very honest. And yes, some of my opinions are not, they're not always correct. They could be worked upon, and they do. They get worked upon and changed all the time. Just like I was saying with Polkadot, I used to say my opinion all the time, but it's changed, right? But because I'm learning and I'm learning more. Guys, we have so much governance proposals that get thrown up there that people vote yes for, that deplete community funds, staking funds, and every funds in between that are supposed to be reserved for certain things. And we got to stop. I mean, I can just go to Osmosis to be the biggest, they're getting a lot better. But if you go here to their proposals, I mean, gosh dang, guys, there was so many of these pools that didn't need to be incentivized at all. People were just incentivizing things because they thought that was great. But you guys just really shot yourself in the foot, cut your nose off to spite your face, as far as if you were in other pools like the Atom Osmo pool, or the Atom Juno pool and all these other things, because you guys were diluting, you guys were draining the funds that you had in really good pool matchups. You guys were and it's sad. It's really, really sad. People need to start doing their freaking homework more. Later, Blue. Blue for president. Vote yes. But do you guys agree? If you're in business and you only focus on money, it will fail. Yeah. If you're only chasing, I can tell you that right now. I own businesses, multiple different types of businesses. If you are only chasing the pump, the gain, I promise you're going to fail. Your bag is going to fail too, because that protocol or that thing that you're chasing that give you a yield or a reward or an increased gain is going to fail. And then what are you going to do when you're holding a bunch of stuff that fails? You know? So like, I just kind of, I'm going on a tangent here, but like, it's really starting to get annoying. Do you guys agree with this culture of voting yes and this lack of commitment from people to actually get involved and learn what the, like, let's be honest. Okay. Like right now, there is a vote right now that's happening. And this is actually from Notional. I just talked a whole big game up of Notional. I redelegated a lot of my holdings to Notional yesterday, and I still support them to this day. But look at it right now. Okay, let's go into this right here. The vast majority of people have abstained. 56% of people. Why is that? Is that because you guys aren't actually reading? Why did you guys abstain? Did you guys? You guys don't have to tell me, but like, tell me why you guys voted certain ways. I know that's not like, but this isn't like, whatever. But like this is all open source. This is blockchain. This is crypto. Like we should be a lot more transparent about what we're doing. I'll burn this whole mother effer down. I don't care around me. I want to bring transparency and actual structured conversation and Discord to the forefront because I think that that's the best way to grow. I want to know why. Why are you guys abstaining from this? Is it because you guys don't know enough and you guys don't care enough to know? So the easy way to go about this is to abstain. It takes a little while. I appreciate it, Def. I really do appreciate that. Opa says, I wish it was more consistent. I agree. Like, but I like if I had to guess, and I'm not coming down on anybody, if you guys voted to abstain, hey, maybe think about it a little bit. I just put food for thought out there for people with my channel. Why are we abstaining from this? And if it's because the honest answer is because I don't really know what it's about, and I really don't care to figure it out. So I don't know if I should vote yes or no. I'm just going to abstain. It's like, in my eyes, an abstain vote of ignorance is worse than a no vote or not voting at all. Like, learn, guys. We got to learn. You have a reason. You guys have power in your votes. Use it. It's the people that like have potential and have certain things going for them that decide not to use it, which is the saddest thing in my eyes in life and anything. When you have potential but you just decide not to, for not for good reason but for lazy reasons. Like I just don't want to, kind of thing. Use your power in the right way. Get educated a little bit. If you guys go here and you guys check out these commonwealths here. Again, it took me maybe 45 minutes to fully read all of this stuff. But if you go here and you check out, what they're saying, and you go to the Commonwealth and you read through this, which you will probably have to go back and also read the first proposal. And then admittingly, you're probably going to have to go into other people's concerns and see how they respond to them as well. It takes time. It's a lot of reading, but it's your money. And aren't you interested in your money? So like, that's my second thing I want to talk to you guys about is this. I said it a million times, this lack of willingness to actually do your homework. It would be far more beneficial for you guys to take time out of your day and read. They really would. I voted yes for this. I had my concerns, but they're being addressed and they're learning. Like I was saying it yesterday, right? When I kind of ranted, like osmosis is not, nobody's excluded from my wrath. Like hey, if it looks fishy to me, if I have my concerns, I'm going to voice it. I'm all about that. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to admit, no, you were right. I was wrong. No, I get it. No, you're actually doing a good job, but you don't get answers unless you open your mouth. You don't get questions or you don't progress forward without friction, period. You can't just skate by. It doesn't work that way. So yeah, I voted yes for this. Don't vote for yes just because I voted yes, but I did vote yes for this after reading all of this stuff. And I felt a lot better about it. Not just because Notional did it. I was going to vote no, to be honest with you, because, I was like, I'm not about spending money needlessly. I want to spend money in a productive way, especially if it's affecting my bags. So yeah, like I voted yes for that. Another thing I just want to quickly talk to you guys about, kind of concerning as well. I've touched on this yesterday. OsmoCon, like this goes back again into like the spending of our community funds. This is such a, I want to go to this too. I really want to go to this. I can't because I can't even buy freaking tickets. I don't even know if the hotels have spaces because you guys know this is on the coattails of all the other things happening in Austin, Texas. This was such a last minute endeavor, which we are paying maybe, but I'm sure we're paying speakers. All these core people are going to be compensated somewhat. Maybe not Sonny because he has an interest. Maybe not some people like because they have interest. Maybe they're doing it out the kind of their heart. But I can tell you right now, being a business owner, I don't speak at things. My money is my time is money. Like I need to be compensated. And also the place to host this takes money. Buying tickets on a plane takes money. Like, and now I don't even like, I looked it up the other day. It cost me like $600. It's not far. I'm from Tennessee, not far at all. And that's using, Southwest and, being savvy about stuff. But then I got to think, okay, that's another $600 maybe for the room because it's going to be overpriced if they have even rooms down here. And then I got to move around things in my time. Like, I'm just saying, like, can we really start being a little bit more proactive about how we spend community funds? This is spending. When I see things like this is spending. Yeah. How are we paying for this is what I want to ask. It's like, come on, guys. Come on. We can't just be alpha bulls and blind the whole time to the fact of what's happening around us. There's spending happening. Box this thing. There's spending happening all around us in our ecosystem that gets unaccounted for. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop. And it starts with us. It starts with us. We need to stop this by being more active into governance, into reading what's going on. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys are getting what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm calling all you guys. I'm calling all you guys. Just because you guys are smart devs, it's obvious that you guys aren't very good marketers and very good, I don't know. I don't want to say jump to that conclusion. Like say you guys can't run a business very well, but like the marketing sucks and the transparency sucks, which leads me to think like when people aren't transparent in my business ventures that I've ever had, if I can't trust you, if I can't prove something, and we have a saying in crypto, don't trust, verify. If I can't like go back and prove what's going on, then why the hell am I doing business with you? Why the hell am I investing? Why the hell am I going to give you any more money? Again, I used this analogy yesterday, right? You go up to the bank and want to start a business. You want to have a loan. You want to get a grant. These are all grants, right? Community funds. They want allocations for stuff. I'll tell you right now, I know you can say whatever you want about this is decentralized and this is centralized, whatever. It's business is business. The laws of business, the rules of business do not change. They don't change. And I promise you, these guys have LLCs. As a matter of fact, I've showed it to you. I've showed you. Registered LLCs are for-profit businesses. All of them. All of them. You guys ever look up who helped fund Osmosis? Your favorite Quan. You ever look into like where things are registered? All of it's for profit. So get that out of your mind. Business is business, period. But like if you go to the bank, you try to get a grant, a loan, you try to get allocations for startups or whatever it is, advertisement, whatever it is, you need to come there with a full markup of what you've done, how you're going to spend things, how you're going to bring back money, what you're going to do with extra money. You're going to need to show them every freaking thing that you possibly can. But we don't do that here in the crypto space. We just spend stuff. We just spend, and think just because we mint things and that there's a high number of it, that it's endless. We're just literally doing the same things that our government has done and everybody else has done in the past over and over and over. And if we don't wake up and learn from our mistakes, we're doomed to repeat them. We're doomed to repeat them. And we're doomed to watch these things that we're so bullish on fail. If we don't start being more accountable for how we spend things, not just osmosis. I'm just using them as like the example or whatnot. I can bring you here. Let me show you guys a couple other things too, right? Like I will say for the ministry, by the way, I just want to walk this back a little bit. I'm trying to find it right now. I will say that they did have a right here. Like you guys can go here, osmosis, marketing, DAO, bookkeeping. I liked what I saw here, and I took a long time going through all of this stuff, looking at the budgets, how they spent things. I need to see this. People need to see this. We can't just wait for, to learn and then fix it on the back end and go, well, we have it if you want to see it kind of thing. No, people need to see what they're voting for, how you're spending it, what you've learned from spending it the way you spent it, what benefits we had from spending it certain ways. But if you guys look here, I don't know if you guys can see this very well. If you guys look here, you can see bill amounts, you can see balances, debts, all this other stuff. You can see what projects got what and for how much. And then you can see also at the same time how much goes back into the community pool. You guys ever wonder, why don't we ever see? We always see things about taking from the community pool, but why don't we ever see things going back in or proposals to put money back in? Do we just spend way more than we, know how to manage? Like, it's kind of funny. Like, look, Coney got paid here. Coney got paid here. Anniversary party reimbursements paid here. Umi back to community pool. Like that was one, like this is good right there. Art for marketing in May. Dump UST for Osmo. Like you see their moves here, which again, I'm not obviously, if you go back and look at it and stuff like that, like they did a lot of some Malaysia party. How much was that? How much was that right here? 26,736 Osmo back on what date was this? What was the date? 4/9. What was the price of it right then? You want me to post this in Discord? All right. But this is the kind of stuff I guess to kind of, because I can sit here and just rant, and you guys probably be like, oh God, he's just bitching. But like, I guess what I would say, because I get it, and we're learning and stuff like that. And I'm not coming down on Sunny or anybody that's been named or shown here at all. I'm not. What I'm coming down on is the community. What I'm asking is for key members to be more proactive and be more transparent with things. Look, I want to see these DAOs, these marketing or what is it called? Marketing funds, Ministry of Marketing, to be more active on social media. Come out and tell us what you're working on. What are you planning on spending money? Hey, how are you guys actually trying to promote and build awareness for osmosis? Like, I don't want you guys just secretly working in the back end and then going, oh, look, I ain't got no more money. Can I have more? Well, what'd you do with it, Bob? Well, here, just read this long thing. No, be more transparent, be more active. Show us what you guys are working on. Show us what you guys are committed to doing, and stop spending our money recklessly. Don't spend our money to learn stuff. And that was like one of my biggest gripes from here. It wasn't Jacob. There was just the proposals. But I will say that to the group, I don't want to hear the excuse of we learned. So like we spent, what happened was with the first funding round, we learned a whole bunch. I don't want you to spend our money to learn how to spend money. You know what I mean? I want you to spend money to produce results, not learn. I get it. It's one and the same, but like I did not like that at all. So anyway, yeah. The next thing I want, I'm not just picking on Osmo. But yeah, guys, read these proposals. Right? Read this stuff right here, right? If you guys want to see this, I posted it in my Discord, but you guys can obviously, if you did a little bit more digging, you guys could find this on your own. I'm going to go into the next thing right here. You can see here, there's an education funding proposal for Secret. And, we brought up just recently, yesterday right here, some issues that I had about spending with key figures that are supposed to be bringing awareness. Like, guys, I know billionaires. I know millionaires and billionaires personally on firsthand. I know people I have on speed dial. I'm telling you guys, I'm in business with a bunch of people, but I'll tell you right now, this looks super reckless. $8,000 a month. First off, I made this point yesterday, and nothing I'm not speaking bad about you. I don't even know you. And that's kind of one of my points right here. Do any of you guys know who Mr. Garbozo is for Secret? Yeah, you guys are willing to pay him $8,000 a month, working $40 or 40 hours a week. Whew, that's a payday and a half. And why are we doing that? It says right here, providing community support for Secret Network since the first block. I'll tell you what, man. I was providing community awareness for Juno since the very first block. Even, can I get $8,000? Is that the only reason? Does this seem crazy? I would have laughed you guys out the boardroom on any of the meetings I've ever spent with billionaires and millionaires before. Laughed you out the boardroom if somebody came up to me with a proposal right here. Oh, hey, Tank, we want to spend $8,000 a month for this guy that works 40 hours. All he has to do is work 40 hours. That's it. But he doesn't even have to prove it that he worked 40 hours or what he's been working on or whatever. Maybe he just sits there with his computer on for 1 hour and then does this. I don't know, because there's no checks and balances at all. But Tank, I want to go ahead and just slides the paper towards me. I want to spend $8,000 on this guy, because he provides awareness since first block. I would fucking get out of here. I would have kicked you out of my boardroom. And this slate. I don't know you guys personally. So again, this isn't a personal attack. Prove me wrong. I want to be proved wrong. I'm bringing awareness here because I want to be proved wrong. This next guy, another $8,000 a month for 40-hour work week. Because they provide customer service specialists with 10 years experience. Bro, I know people that work in call centers right now that has been working there for 10 years that I can do that same thing on that right there and put that bullet point on their name. Am I gonna give them $8,000 a month? The F no. Secret agent program onboarding and coordinator. How long has that been a thing? And what the heck does that even mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. I know you guys probably leaving this. I don't even know how many people are watching right now, but this is like stuff we need to talk about, man. And look, I ain't afraid of anybody either or conversations at all. Come on my stream. Prove me wrong. Tell me that I don't have that, or at least calm my concerns, because I think they're valid. But prove to me and everybody else that these aren't valid concerns to have, and why we should just ignore this. I want checks and balances, dang it, across the board, not just Osmosis, not just Juno, not just Secret, everything. I want it to be more transparent. These closed doors meetings are BS. BS. I want to know, I'll get to it in a little bit. Like this next one, the waffle. $8,000 a month. Again, another $8,000 a month employee. Man, these guys are super. They're coming out of the woodwork. They're so wow. Everybody getting $8,000. This is like Oprah Winfrey show. You get $8,000. You get $8,000. You get $8,000. Everybody's so valuable. You get $8,000. You know how much that is a year? This is before taxes, though, right? Like, we got to talk about that. I don't know. How much is that? We're just doing simple math, quick math. A week, there's 4 times. So that says a month, 40 hours a week. Okay. So a month and then times 12, you're getting paid almost $100,000. What? That's okay. So we're already, that's 3 people. We're already pretty much, times 3. We're already almost at $300,000. And that's coming out of your guys's bags. Remember that, right? This money could be being spent for a lot of different other things, but no, that's 3 people. At least this guy has a lot more bullet points, right? 5 years experience in international business management service. I can make bullish points look so bullish. I can take that same person that works in the call center that I know right up the road and make their resume sound fabulous, man. Fabulous. 6 years experience in DeFi and cryptocurrencies. I got that. Fluent in English. Oh, I don't got that. I'm fluent in English, barely. French and Spanish. So yeah, they got me on that one. Look, I'll give you kudos on that one. Community member and secret agent for more than a year. What? Man, I've been around. I want to get paid just for being around. And then we got this budget, $600 a month. This is 75% reduction from the last quarter. I'd like to see more things like this. And then we can't see the rest of it. But like, man, is it just me? Am I being a jerk? 100K for tech is nothing. Yeah, I've heard that a million times. But like, Okay, great. Is every blockchain developer like alpha? I don't know. I don't even know if it's a tech position either. Like, I will say this. I know people that are in IT and tech and stuff like that that make a huge amount. I know a guy personally that works in tech for the government right now that handles stuff that you guys don't even want to see as far as like the security side of things, that doesn't get paid that at all and busts his butt in tech. DPR, where you at? You know, come on now. Let's be real about it, guys. Don't give me like, oh, like this over evaluation, this over evaluation of certain people's roles in the world right now are inflated just like the US dollar. Let's be real. You telling me, and I'm not making fun of people either, but like we've seen it, right? We've seen that argument everywhere. I can't find a receptionist right now for my medical practice or a front desk person for my medical practice that doesn't think they're a prima donna and should be paid $20 to $30 an hour because of the way that the market is right now, just because of the way the job structure is right now. I know people that flip burgers for a living that think that they should get paid $15 to $20 an hour because they go flip burgers. Like, I'll catch flack for that one. Yeah, you guys are smart. You guys are smart boogers for real. But like, don't give me that whole, that's nothing. That's because you guys think that seriously, the average person, stop it. Yeah. And a $96,000 role should have trackable checks and balances and be very, very more transparent. And this is what I'm going back to. Again, I don't know these people. These people might be golden children, like golden child everywhere, right? Like they actually might be super worth it, but nobody knows because nobody does the digging and nobody shows. Like that's the problem that I have. That's actually, I'm ranting about a few things, but let me go back and like really correct everybody about what I'm bitching about right now. The transparency side of things and the checks and balances side of things sucks. And the vote everything yes is stupid. I want everybody to get away from that stuff. Period. I don't even know these people. I haven't even seen a resume. I haven't seen anything produced. Nothing. I'm invested in the secret. I want to see those kind of things. Ivan, thank you so much for being here, man. Yeah, well, I'm from Hawaii. I'm from a place that's very much inflated, just like you're from, Cosmos NFT. Like I get that. I get that narrative and stuff like that. But that, like, yeah, like we're all conditioned, super conditioned to think like, oh, like, you know, this is what's fair. Really? Yep. But Tank, inflation is 19.42% right now. Right? I have to account for that. I have to account for that in my work. Shit. Get out of here. I know. Look, it's different. Like, well, I will say this, and I will say this too. It's much different being a business owner, being the person cutting the checks, being the person hiring and firing people, and seeing the quality of work over and over and over than just being the person requesting the salary. It's a lot different when you're actually the business. And this is where I'm coming from. You guys, again, like I said earlier, you're board members, you're shareholders of this business. You guys need to stop thinking like this individual, oh, but you know, these people deserve it. Really? Start thinking like a shareholder that has something to lose in the business if you overpay people and recklessly spend without checks and balances. Start thinking that way is my whole gripe. Again, Mr. Garbozo, Slag, Waffles, I don't know you guys. You guys might be totally worth it. I don't know. I'm just using you guys for an example, and that might be wrong of me. But I'm being dead serious, and there's valid concerns right now. We're wasting and throwing away money, especially in the bear market. By not being informed and not being an active participant in governance. And then, like, you know, we go into other examples. I have a whole bunch of examples right here for people that probably don't even read this. People don't even read this. They look, honestly, I know exactly what happens. People do this. They go here. Oh, osmosis spinning market funding. Oh, and this is on Kepler too. They're not doing it on Metscan, but they're like, oh, vote yes, no. Oh, look, I absolutely love. Look at this. Look how many people. Is this because of me? Look at this. 56% now, only 40%. I like to think that that's me bringing awareness. But like, honestly, most people just look at this and go, yes, no, vote. abstain. That's literally what happens. Let's be real about it, you know? And it's sad. That's not good. It's not good. It's not good. But yeah, guys, yeah. I wanted to get into a couple of things. I spent so much more time. I do want to talk about something that has been infuriating me recently. And that is key figures in our community that I got to pick my words very well here. Got to pick my words. That their silence is deafening. So I want to talk about that, but I don't have enough time to keep going into all that stuff. But I do want to bring that up and let you guys know about the concerns I have there. Because again, it affects your wallet. But that's what I kind of want to talk to you guys about. I know, I'm sorry, it was more of a ranting stream today, but I wanted to get personal with you guys a little bit about, how we're involving ourselves in our own ecosystem and how we could do better as a community, because we're a community-driven ecosystem. We're a proof-of-stake network. We have governance here. Juno is one of the biggest examples of the community coming together, whether you were for it or against it. Like, the participation there was extreme. Like, I want to see that kind of extremeness in all proof of stake. I was going to say something else. Proof of stake networks, especially in our ecosystem for Cosmos ecosystem, right? Like, I would love to see that passion for everything and that kind of involvement for everything. People doing that kind of research for every kind of proposal. That's what we need. That's what we really need to really drive, our TVL, drive our scalability, drive our adoption, and drive innovation within our space as well. So again, guys, I want to just apologize. I know it was like an hour long of me just ranting and kind of like yelling at people. I wasn't yelling at anybody indirectly, but like more just yelling at the fact that we have become so compliant and so comfortable with being lazy with our power that we have in this space, which is such a unique space. Again, hats off to everybody here. Hats off to everybody that's a cosmonaut. You guys are in what I think one of the best, if not the best, ecosystems by far in the crypto space. So, just for being here, you guys are winners, like in that regards. But what does it all matter? Like, what does it all come to if we don't actually participate, right? So again, I just kind of want to I implore you guys. I'm asking of you guys, like this channel, subscribe. I promise you, I don't rant like this every day. I usually try to just stick to the charts and stuff like that in crypto. But I'm asking of you guys, let's try to fix these things. Let's try to not be so tribal. Let's try to be more accepted, or have more acceptance with things that are coming into our ecosystem, because they're coming via Bridge, via IBC. They're coming. All of them are coming, which is going to be great. And it's going to be glorious. And then later in a year, 2 years from now, we'll all have a laugh at this and hopefully, be doing really, really well. But let's try to do that. And then also, what's up, little games? Let's also try to be a lot more engaged when it comes to our involvement in our ecosystem. Don't just be here for the dollar. Don't just be here for the potential gain and the volatility to the upside. I get it, guys. Like, we all want to make money, but the one way that we're going to be helping each other in our space to make money and to drive TVL and to drive adoption for the Cosmos ecosystem is to get more involved and to learn what we're reading, or learn what we're voting on with these proposals, and learn what these devs are saying in their interviews and why they might have the perspective that they have by, again, just doing more homework. It takes time, but honestly, guys, that's really what's going to drive your bags up in value long term. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face by being lazy. So that's my second thing to you guys. And third is just, be more aware. Just be more aware of being an active profit taker when you have the chance. Again, just those three things by far will do the Cosmos ecosystem way more than, what we're doing right now, to be honest with you. But yeah, and then again, like, demand. Okay, well, I'm gonna say one thing, last thing. Demand transparency. Demand transparency from our leaders, from our key figures in our space. Demand it. You deserve it. You guys deserve it. I made this channel and I've said it so many times, and I'm not trying to holiest or thou and stuff like that. But like, I'm here for you guys, and I'll be here at a net loss or in a gain, no matter producing stuff is definitely at a net loss. It's so much time and effort, and YouTube don't do nothing. And I don't want nothing from you guys. I'm doing this because I want what's best, like 1000% in my heart and in my soul, what's best for the community, for this technology, for this ecosystem, for the IBC gang. So I will always put out this content, these points of views, and call stuff out when I see it. Like, I don't care. Nobody, like, who else is going to do it if we don't do it for ourselves? Who else is going to do it, guys? So demand it. I'm going to demand it on all of my videos. I'm going to demand transparency from the key figures in our space that make important decisions, whether we vote on them or not. Demand them to be more transparent. You deserve it. None of this matters without you guys. Thanks, Cosmos DeFi. What's up, little games? How's your day going? Oliver, we are not here for the money. We are in Cosmos because they believe in the ecosystem. I think it's a little bit of both, to be very honest, Oliver. Like, it is like there's some validity to when people, like, I'm here for the money too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, as an investor, like I always say, I go invest in things that have the possibility to be innovative and change the way that we do things. And interoperability throughout this tech, through the blockchain tech, through, crypto is, in my mind, one of those things. So like, I'm here for the money, but I'm also here for the tech, and I'm here for the community as well. None of this, all of it goes hand to hand. All of it is tied together, right? Like, so you can't just ignore and be focused on one aspect of it, ignore the others. Like, you have to have all of it, or you get none of it. That's literally what it is. So yeah, if there's one thing, Crypto NFT says, if there's one thing the space is lacking, it's strong, independent opinions. Much appreciated. I appreciate that. And I understand that people that are in the inner circles right now are probably, I don't know if they notice me. I don't really, like, maybe one day I'll make enough noise and the community will make enough noise to where it'll be undeniable. But like, when I was saying right now, like, the silence is deafening coming from a lot of the key figures. It is. Like, what happened just recently with Jacob and Notional was, like, you guys don't even understand how pissed off that makes me. Not because I validate or delegate to Notional's validators, and I like Jacob and all this other stuff. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't benefit at all from taking this position at all. I have everything to lose taking this public position when it comes to the issues that he's dealing with personally in his personal business of validating and being a contributor to the hub and whatnot. But if you look into that stuff and the way that things are being handled, it's infuriating. And then to see other key figures not be vocal about it, which could be them at any given time. It could be them at any given time if they say the wrong thing, they do the wrong thing, they don't align with the way that the rest of these inner circle people want to go or have ideas for whatever asset they're talking about. Maybe you guys already know what I'm trying to allude to, but like, it's BS. That's BS. And no, I don't want closed doors meetings. I want, unless they are security issues, those are the only things that I think should be closed doors meetings. I think all of this, if we delegate, we're part of the community, right? If you're a delegator, you're part of the community. You have the right to earn a ticket into those conversations. It affects us all. And I'll say it right now, Jacob, I think there's some peers that came to your aid. There's some peers that in your circle of things that you do, business-wise and personally, that I've seen, probably, hopefully a lot more that we haven't seen. But the overwhelming majority of inner circle people that have been silent, man, the silence is deafening right now. And you understand that could be you at any given moment, right? It's crazy. And I will not stand for it. I will not stand for it. I want to know what other people think about that kind of situation. Yeah, I think Jacob is a little outspoken. Maybe he did cross, a couple of lines. Did he break code of conduct? By the way, that's what he was saying, guys, with the COC thing. Like, he wasn't, like, it's funny now because you guys made it a thing, but like, that's what they were talking about there. But like, yeah, maybe so. I cross the line all the time. Does that mean I'm never going to be invited to conversations or discords? Do we not want the hard questions and hard topics to be addressed or brought up to the forefront of the light? Do we not want that kind of stuff? Why is that? You got to ask yourself, why is that? Why try to shut them up? Anyway, Cosmos NFT. Is there one thing the space is? Yeah. Charles says, I'm building and price is a veil that most folks just can't see through. A veil. I need my glasses. They're incompetent and really rely on experts. Really need my glasses apparently to make such decisions for them. Yeah. I am taking advantage of their weakness, not because they didn't try to help them, but they are. Yeah. And then, yep. RM says, did you figure out how to claim your last? No, I did not. And if anybody knows how to claim their last 25 EVMOs, please come into the Discord and school me on how to do that. Because, what's up, Am? Well, generally, people have things to hide with that attitude. Yeah, Sunrise Berry, thanks, Tank, for an awesome stream, as always. I appreciate Binary. But yeah, I just, again, look, I want to be wrong. I brought this up today because I want to be wrong. I want Jacob to be wrong. I want all of this to be addressed. I want transparency to start being more produced in our space, in all avenues, when it comes to grants, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to spending community funds, community pool. There's a reason why it's called community pool. I have the right to ask these things. I would love to see these people that are part of the marketing teams across all of these protocols to be more transparent, to be more forthcoming, to be more proactive. Get out there. Gains, Cosmos Spaces, myself, CryptoCito, Liam, these people that are not in your guys' position, so some of them maybe, I don't know, somehow, put out content all the time on Twitter and YouTube. It's not that freaking hard. You guys got enough money. Allocate some of it to somebody to put. You want me to do it? You want me to do it? You guys want me to do it? Hey, Secret. Hey, Juno. Hey, Osmo. Hey, Adam. You want me to do it? Come, give me your guys' weekly updates, and I'll put out content every single day for a small nominal fee. Just so you guys can account it. You guys need somebody to do it? I got people to do it. I got Grits. I got plenty of people that'll do that job for not $8,000 either. All it is transferring information on what you guys are doing. That's all it, being more proactive. That's it. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Just saying. Let's be real about it, guys. The only way to import Kepler. No, Arm. You got to come in my Discord. You got to come in my Discord and tell me how to do this. Jacob has his style and people don't like men who are assertive. I don't think people nowadays just seem to run from Discord. The hard. I haven't seen governance vote about this random osmosis con. Have you? No, not at all. I didn't see that either. But I know it ain't getting paid from thin air. I can tell you that right now. Like Finn from Terra Spaces. Exactly. That's a great, come on. I know plenty of people that put out content, put out effort and work all the time. You guys need some people? I can put together a team. I can put together a good team of people that will be focused, secret person, osmosis person, Juno person, blah, blah, blah. And we'll get together every week and we'll make sure that the people know and they have a place to go where this is what's happening with your money and here, and here. It ain't that freaking hard. And this is what's going to happen, or this is what we want to do with your money here, and here. And this is what we're doing with the money that we didn't spend. It went here. That's the biggest problem I have right now. We spent a lot of money. Where's that money? Do you guys spend all the money? I want to see how much everything cost. Who had extra money and who benefited? Where did that go? I want to know. I'm looking straight at the camera right now. I want to know who's reaping the benefit right now with our community funds. Anyway, guys, yeah. People prefer males who are more in style of presentation. He is a toxic male. Are you talking about Jacob? I don't think he's a toxic male at all. I disagree with that 100%. I disagree with that 100%. You know how many different ways you can be toxic or abusive? When is being outspoken toxic? I'm super outspoken. Am I toxic? If you are a male and you want to engage in this in a space, you have to wear pink undies or they will not listen. No, I think you're going down a route. I will disagree. Like, yeah, I get there's this whole conversation to be had about, males and females and all this other stuff. At the same time, though, like, let's just be real. Nah. Like, I hate when people try to make things a gray thing when it doesn't need to be. It doesn't. People know what's right and what's wrong. Let's be honest. People that want to say like what's right and wrong, it's really easy to make a right and wrong snap second judgment call. Super easy. Super easy. Let's not try to color something that doesn't need to be that way. Oh, you were being so okay. Great. I'm glad. I'm so glad because I was like, I don't think he's toxic at all. Like, yeah, okay. If you're saying it that way, I agree with you. Yeah, they say he's a toxic person. He's not toxic. Sarcasm. So hard to read and get sarcasm through reading. Charles, dead. Dead. Only people who don't admit that they are wrong when new information presents itself. And I'm using Jacob, because that's what we're talking about. But Jacob admits when he's wrong every freaking time. And people are like, but that's what they're talking about. Well, I'd rather have somebody bring up concerns and then be able to admit when they're wrong than to be silent. What's the saying? I'm so bad with sayings because I'm like Gloria from a Modern Family. Like I never get my sayings right. But what's the saying? Like when they're like, the worst thing is when good men do nothing or something like that. So like when you see something that's concerning and you do nothing, you're a POS. Like I'd rather have people that voice things out and go, oh wait, I was just wrong. I was wrong. I get that sometimes that maybe you could have done a little bit more homework and stuff like that. But when things are moving as quickly as they move in crypto, I know sometimes it feels like it doesn't move very fast, but things move really fast behind closed doors around here. When things move really fast in crypto and nobody says anything about it, that's how you're getting screwed. Case in point, when the hell was the vote take place for this OsmoCon? Refund the money, put it back in the community pool. I can't even buy a freaking ticket anyway. Yeah, you know what we got to do for now? Let's do this from now on. When we're streaming, if you're being sarcastic, you got to put like asterisk, sarcasm. Like, so I know that you're being sarcastic. Anyway, guys, that's what I got. It's 11 o'clock. I got to go bend some people up and take my frustrations out on some people on the mat. Hopefully, I'll get promoted today. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen, but catch me outside. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I think this is a really good stream. I want to have these conversations with you guys, though. I want to invite and have these kind of streams up like once a month or something like that, where we all just round table it and talk. Maybe we do it on with Cosmos Spaces. I don't know if they're up for that stuff. Let's rant. Come on, Tricky. Come on, guys. Let's have a rant stream. But guys, I got to get out of here. I appreciate you guys 100%. Don't forget, before I leave, like the video, hit that little bell notification, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with some charting and stuff like that, guys. But yeah, that's what I got. Demand transparency. Demand respect. Put some respect on our name. Bye. Peace. I'm out of here.